everybody? What is the deal, man? Welcome to another Raider Nation Unlimited. I'm your man, Wasted Talent. There's a lot of news coming out today. I wasn't even gonna go live today. You know what I mean? Rough day at work, rough day at the office today, man. But I said, look, let me go live, tap in with the wife and the kids, go to the gym. You got to get ready. You got to stay ready so you don't got to get ready, right? I got to get myself back up. You know what I mean? I got to get my body back right. You know what I mean? Getting a little thick frame. I'm going to the gym after this. But before we do that, I got to give my shout outs to everybody in the place to be, man. Thank y'all for everybody. Listen, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what I say every day, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Get wasted with your brother, wasted. And, listen, if you over here on Twitter, you watching me on Twitter, come on over to YouTube. You want to get your comments and stuff in. We got a lot to talk about today. Listen, whenever there's any news about what's going to happen with our incumbent quarterback, I always got to get it out there because that's going to shape the future of the rest of the team. What we get for him, where he goes, what's happening, who we're going to put in his place. That is very, very important. I really don't want to talk about dude too much, but today is one of them days I just really can't avoid it. Really, really can't avoid it, y'all. But before we do it, let me get my shout outs and salutations. Gorell Webster, what's up, my brother? What's up, my brother Gorell? What's the deal? Mike, what's up, Michael Bruno? First thing with the legend himself. Mike, you was a second, but it's all good, brother. I appreciate you for being in the place to be. Patrick, Big Five Downs, Rig NFL. Oh my God. Oh, look, man. Look. I'm one of these guys where I don't like to say something's rigged. I don't like to be a conspiracy theorist. It takes the fun out of what we do. You know what I mean? Watching the games and all of that shit, man. Hey, man, we got over 107 in the room. Get wasted with your brother, wasted. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I appreciate y'all for pulling up on us impromptu live, man. But look, before we get into the Raider talk, was that not the most rigged shit y'all have ever seen in your life? I mean, am I wrong here? I mean, my lord, I've never, bro. Look, this is my problem with what's been going on, right? When I was a kid, I used to wonder why professional leagues were against teams being in Las Vegas. I used to wonder why professional sports leagues didn't support and embrace gambling because my assertion was that it was happening any fucking way in the underground, so it doesn't really matter, right? And if you got it out in the open, then that takes care of it all. But man, let me tell you, some of the stuff that's been going on in the NBA and in the NFL this year has been downright despicable, bro. And if you really look at it, man, the NFL and the NBA are the two leagues that are kind of the driving force behind daily fantasy and daily gambling, all of that stuff. To me, I don't think that the game is scripted. I'm not one of these crazy people who think it's the WWF, but it looks like the referees are a little bit on the take, bro. That game yesterday, the Cincinnati Bengals, and I'm no Bengal fan, but my hate for the Chiefs burns like the fire of a thousand suns. I just wanted to talk shit. I didn't want Mahomes to get another ring. I don't need them to get any closer. Like, you know what I mean? I don't need them to win another Super Bowl, bro. I just don't need that. I don't need them to tie us up. So we'll have three and then because Kansas City got two, right? They won Super Bowl like 4 or 5. I can't remember. Like 4 or 5. They've been to a couple. They were in Super Bowl. They were in Super Bowl one. They were in Super Bowl one against the Packers. They lost. I think they won like Super Bowl 4 or 5. I think I gotta look. And then they won with Patrick Mahomes. So they have two Super Bowls. This would give them three if they win this one. And to be quite honest with you, I don't want to see them get close. It kills me that the Denver Broncos. I love the fact that we were ahead of everybody, and that's why right now we got to win in the next few years. It's ridiculous. We need to put some more Lombardis on that show so we could be the Raiders and pull away from everybody else. But man, it was fucking despicable, man. Despicable. Ray McClain. NFL is just like WWE Sports Entertainment. Why you think they can rig games, i.e., calling refs games, changing penalties, and they don't get fined or fired? The NFL refs are just like WWE. That's a big, big, big claim, Ray. Look, I know that the easiest thing to control, especially with technology and stuff, is to call out in them referees here and give them a direction. That's all I'm gonna say, man. I don't know if it's completely rigged, but something's wrong, man. I'm breaking up. Am I back? Am I good? Wait a minute. Something wrong with the mic. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me fix it up. Something wrong with the mic. Audio. Test. Yeah, no, we good to go, right? Man, what the hell's going on here, man? My bad, y'all. My bad here. Yo, so is the mic still choppy? We good to go? We good to go? Hey, Primos, I'm good. Brave, I'm good. I think I was a little. All right, cool. I think I was a little too far away from the mic. My bad. My bad. I don't like anything like this that close to me, man. It makes me uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? But no, look, like I was saying, man, I can't say that it's totally rigged. I'm not saying that. But what I do know is that there's shit that happens in this world all the time, yo. Where there are people that do things that you just can't quite see. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't think the NFL's above that shit, bro. Listen. I don't think the NFL's above it. I don't. And to be quite honest with you, man, the game yesterday, that was some of the worst shit that I've ever seen, bro. And that's the reason why, as far as this roster goes, on our end, we gotta. Oh man, it's still bugging out. Hold on, look. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm about to switch from the mic. We gonna go there. All right. So what up? How I sound now, y'all? Hey, am I still bugging? We good? My bad, y'all. The show is getting derailed. Kenny, what's going on, y'all? But look, man, like I'm saying, bro, the league, bro, it's freaking ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous, bro. I just it's all making the game unwatchable for me, man. It really is, man. It really is. But you know what? Let's get off of that. Let's get into some Raider talk. F the Chiefs. I'm so glad the 49ers got their asses whipped yesterday. I'm so glad that they slammed Brock Purdy on his back like the little jabroni that he is. And to be quite honest with you, more fans and more people need to talk about the way that the league is officiating these games. Because my problem is it always happens to us, right? But when it starts happening all around the league, how bad is it going to work against us? Because if this is the way you're treating the Bengals, how you going to treat the Raiders if we're in the same situation as that? They have to fix the officiating is ridiculous. Somebody's got to step in. The same way, and I never want the government to step in on anything. Anytime the government gets involved with something, it doesn't make it any better. But I remember when the government stepped in with the Mitchell in baseball. If this shit keeps happening in these leagues, somebody needs to step in and make sure these guys are freaking, on the level. Now I hear certain things. People are saying that it's an entertainment company and they're not bound by competition and all. I don't know about all of that. I don't like to go to red or blue pill on you. You know what I'm saying? But what I will say is yesterday was a fucking travesty, bro. And Patrick Mahomes is a jabroni. The refs gave that game to the Chiefs. The Bengals should have won that game. I seen Joe get sacked bad, but no roughing the passer. Mahomes gets a hair touch and it's a penalty. That's a fact, man. The refs are not held accountable, so the refs can just do whatever they want, call whatever they want, and they will not get fined or held accountable for it. Raider Primos, my brother, I appreciate that shit, bro, because you always bring the smack. And y'all, look, if y'all want to see me, I gotta go over the Preem, bro. Am I welcome? You and Nate, am I welcome to come over here and rock with y'all? I want to come over, man, and show my love and support for y'all channel, man. I really appreciate you, my dog. So, yo, if y'all want to see that, let me know. And when me and Preem link up, bro, I'm gonna put it on my community tab. Y'all pull up over there to their channel, man, and show them some love, man. Yo, salute my dog Anthony Estrada, man. My dog, man. Justin Marmon. Brady isn't coming to Vegas now. He'd be a fool to choose us over the 49ers. But bro, look, this is the thing you gotta look at, right? He grew up a 49er fan. The 49ers are fucking loaded, right? But within that, the 49ers have a quarterback that they traded a king's ransom for that's sitting there. They got to decide what they're going to do, right? And then one of the caveats about what Brady wanted was an offense that he's familiar with and that he knows, right? So don't be so sure. Don't be so sure the 49ers even want Tom Brady. I mean, they got a guy that they moved up in the draft to get. So what are they going to do? Are they going to trade him for pennies on the dollar and get rid of him? Lisa Dell, the flying wonderful. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you. Can't stand the whole media is eating up this whole Mahomes being crowned, the new GOAT. F out of here. They beat Cincy by a field goal on their home turf. That's right, Lees. That is freaking right, man. F Patrick Mahomes, man. Doesn't he look like fucking Darlene from Roseanne? That bird beak. It's like a deranged Muppet, that fucking guy. I think we drafting a QB early. I got a feeling. Raider Jim, I do too, bro. I do too. Because look, man, that's your only option. If if Tom doesn't come here, and if Aaron Rodgers, and I don't see Aaron Rodgers really coming here, bro. They have to give up way too much for Aaron Rodgers. And this roster, if you just insert Rodgers on this roster, the best you can hope for is getting to the playoffs. But our roster is not the kind of roster where, on the defensive side of the ball, I see a championship coming with just adding Aaron Rodgers. So I don't see that, right? Drafting a quarterback is looking like the best case scenario right now. It really is, man. And I hate to say it, but it's looking like that's what's about to happen. Darth Raider, what it is, my dog, what it is. The 49ers are ready to win. The Raiders have neglected their defense. Travis, listen, man, that's a fact, bro. We're like 30th in the league in spending on the defensive side of the ball. It's very shameful, to be quite honest with you. Kenny, did you notice the power of Philly's O-line and D-line? That's what we need to have. Bro, look, I always said that. You gotta build. Bill Parcells always said this too. You gotta build the team from the inside out. Belichick does it. Parcells, great coach, do it. Jimmy Johnson did that with the Cowboys. Chuck Noll did it. You know, it's look. There's certain things about football that there's innovation in football. There are things that game of football. There's certain things that are brought to the game of football to make it easier and to make it help you win. But the one thing that has not changed is getting the big uglies up the middle first. You do that, you almost guarantee to have positive results. You got to build from the inside out, man. Eric Jimenez, like I said, we need the trenches, my dog. It's a fact. Chowder, Lamar Jackson coming. I'm out the phone with him. Listen, Lamar Jackson, he is coming, bro. Yo, man. My dog, Big Mike, what it is? Big Ragu. Raider fans root for the Chiefs? Nah, hell no. Nobody, listen, bro. Nobody is rooting for the Queens. Nobody. Look, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate the Eagles, right? My little brother's an Eagle fan, so that be, I don't want him to have more ammunition to talk shit to me because his team's been in the Super Bowl like mad times now, and fucking, if they win one, this would be a second ring. But you know what, man? Look, love my brother, man. So fuck it. If his team wins one, I'll support it. But it's just like, I know too many Eagle fans, bro. It's like people that live on the West Coast with 49ers fans. You just get tired of hearing that shit, man. Wait, wait, hold on, somebody. Wait, we got a Raider fan in the place to be that was rooting for the Queefs. Who in the hell left the gate open? What is going on here? What is going on here, bro? rooting for the Chiefs because we represent the same division, bro, line grind. You should never root for people in your division, bro. It's exactly the opposite, bro. You should actually be rooting for them to die a horrible, fiery death. My dog Graham Cam is in the building. Y'all, look, man, I'm kind of stalling right now because my fucking mouse is acting up. So look, man, we gonna get into this shit, man. Let me scroll down, bro. I'm missing all of these comments and stuff. Old school, my dog. Appreciate you, man. Let me go ahead and get my. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The mouse is back in the place to be, everybody. Old school 1961 with the $5 super. Mahomes and Kelsey better be glad Buddy Ryan is not coaching the Eagles. He would have had bounties on them chumps. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Look, man, it's a different league, man. Like it's a different league. These young kids ain't trying to go out there for a couple of dollars, for fucking $10,000 to get a bounty. These guys make so much fucking money, they wouldn't put their career on the line even participating in them. But yeah, man. Yo, salute Raider Nation Cali. Appreciate you, my dog. Now, look, man, let's get into the place, man. Let's get into the place to be, bro. It is time. 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 Listen, I'm so glad it's not the one. It's raw. I know you got all the people in your family, bro. I feel you, bro. But come on, let's go. Raider Primos, let's address the elephant in the room. The Raiders told Derek Carr's camp they cannot seek a trade. Now listen, there's a big reason. The reason why the Raiders haven't granted Derek Carr the permission to do that is because one, the Raiders want to do it because what they don't want is they don't want Tim Younger, Derek Carr's agent, to be working free agent destinations and deals and terms when they're done. That's the only reason why they did it because they don't trust Tim Younger. Because what they can do is if they let them seek a trade, they'll be working out their little free agent things, what they're going to do to the coach, have it all ready to roll, and then they can blow up every trade that the Raiders put on the table and have the Raiders cut Derek Carr and then go sign the next day. And that's the reason why. That is the reason why. Oh, the mic tripping again, y'all? I said the mic tripping again. Hold on, man. Shit. What in the hell is going on here today, man? I never have these. This is bullshit. Bullshitski. Yo. 1, 2. Hey, is the mic still tripping again, y'all? But like I just said, yo, DC, they can't have DC agent going around and fucking shopping for another deal. And I love that the Raiders did that. No, I'm close as hell to the mic, bro. I'm close as hell to the mic, bro. You know what it is? I left my computer on. A lot of this shit is like charging up and dead. But like I was saying, yo, they can't have DC's agent shopping for a deal. They can't have that. So I'm glad the Raiders did that. So now it's card time, right? Now it's card time. Now it is time for the Raiders to go on in here and get this guy out of here. Now the thing about it is they need to go get the terms worked out, go over there, get everything worked out. Because to me, it's looking like the Carolina Panthers is the spot for Derek Carr, man. If you really, really look at it, the Carolina Panthers with Derek Carr as starting quarterback right now in real time have the best quarterback in that division if Derek Carr goes there. The Carolina Panthers actually have a pretty decent roster. You know what I mean? They got decent running backs. Yo, great young defense. I mean, look, man, let's look at some of the guys he'd have to play with. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna look at the offensive side of the ball. Now, on the offensive side of the ball, you got Chuba Hubbard, Shar Higgins, Terrence Marshall Jr. is a decent wide receiver. Laviska Chenault Jr. Nice young wide receiver. You got PJ Walker is a good backup. You know what? Colin Thompson is a bum. Wait a minute. I'm looking. Guys, you know your Robbie Anderson is gone now, right? Robbie Anderson is no more. I got an old roster here. I got an old roster here. Carolina Panthers roster. I'm pulling it up. Y'all bear with your brother right here. My bad. We are fucking up here. I'm trying to break the roster down at depth chart, the wide receiver. DJ Moore, Terrence Marshall Jr., Laviska Shenault. Then we got Higgins. So as far as Matt Corral, PJ Walker, they probably would get rid of Sam Darnold. Running back, you got Dante Foreman and Chuba Hubbard. Tight end, Tremble, nah, nobody there. But yo, left tackle, Aquanu, Christensen, Bozeman, Corbett, and T. Moton. That is a nice offensive line. And back up, you got Cameron Irvin. And they have a great defense, man. Brian Burns and Matt Ioannidis and all them guys. So right then and there, TJ Carey, right then and there, the Carolina Panthers to me looks like the point of least resistance to Derek to go in his first year and make the playoffs. They have the ninth pick in the NFL draft. I don't understand why we can't go and try to make a deal quickly. Frank Reich is the kind of coach, the offensive minded head coach, former backup quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. Had one of the greatest comebacks in playoff history. Go out there, trade him to the Carolina Panthers, get the deal written in stone so that they can't fuck our team over and we get some draft compensation for that. Aaron E. We need a seasoned QB to come in and take Stidham under his wing. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. Wait a minute. So let me pull up. Let me pull up some of these, man. I'm a little thrown off because my mic, man. I just want to make sure. Tone Loc Raiders, just cut him. Why risk it? Because, bro, no risk it, no biscuit. You got to go out there. You got to at least see if you get something for this guy, bro. You can't just let him walk out of the door. That'll be the dumbest thing in the world. If there's a way that you can get something for him, you have to. You got to, man. One good thing we can say about DC is that he elevates wide receivers that are in top tier. He's got a lot of wide receivers paid that once pushed to the wayside, that were once pushed to the wayside. That's true, Big Mike. Appreciate the comment too, my dog. My dog Eric. I don't understand why we would want Carr, why we wouldn't want. I just told you, Eric, because if he goes and finds his own deal, right? Him and his agent can work a deal with the team he wants to go to, right? Then as soon as they pull the trade, he can veto the trade, drag it out until the Raiders would have to cut him before February 15th, and he can go and just sign with that team. They don't want him to do no backdoor shit. They want to be in control of his bird right now, and they need to. They until you can work a deal for him, you got to keep his bird right. Because listen, I don't think that if Derek took the benching differently, maybe they would have not taken his route. But seeing how bitter his brother is and seeing all the stuff that's going on behind the scenes, I guarantee you that he probably is bitter as hell and they don't trust him and they don't trust his agent. But yo, like Raider Primo said, bro, he said, I'm glad to get anything for Derek. And bro, real rap, I'd be glad to get anything for him too, bro. But to be honest with you, I'd be disappointed if it's anything under a second round pick, to be quite honest with you. Because the one thing that's not growing on trees is starting quarterback. And he is that. If he's nothing else, nobody's saying he's Patrick Mahomes, but he's definitely a starter. Wasted. New to the channel, I'm a big Raiders fan. Tired of all the losing season and the false expectations. The Raiders need a young stud QB to match with the please. We need Caleb Williams. Now, CT, I have a very unpopular opinion about Caleb Williams. I gotta see more. When I see Caleb Williams, bro, people compare him to Mahomes, things like that. But the thing about Caleb Williams that worries me about him, he seems to be a little bit of a shithead. Some of the stuff I don't like, man, with talking shit with his fingernails and all this nonsense, bruh. Like, he seems to be a bit of a shithead. I gotta see him next season to see how he holds up to all of the hype. I gotta see. But to be quite honest with you, problem with the guys that are coming out this year, now I like CJ Stroud. But when I see CJ Stroud, do I think that CJ Stroud is in the class of Joe Burrow, or is he in the class of Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen? No, I don't think so. But you never know. A lot of people thought when Josh Allen came out, he was a physical freak, but nobody thought that he was gonna mature into what he become, right? Yo, Carlos Osorio, look, bro was taught. Look, man. Look, what did Caleb Williams? I gotta get this story. Caleb Williams' fingernails, bro. Look, let me pull this up because Caleb Williams is talking slick with his fingernails. Caleb Williams thing came right up. Caleb Williams explained on his fingernails in the championship game against Utah. He painted F Utah on his fingernails. It's like, bro, that's some sucker shit right there. Yo. Like the thing about your starting quarterback of your team, you want him to have that dog in him, but you also want him to be a guy who's like a CEO, a guy that sets the culture. You want him to be a guy that sets the culture. You want him to be like a leader. To me, leaders don't talk shit like that. Leaders fucking talk action. They don't do all of that bullshit. And another thing for Caleb Williams is I don't see super elite traits with Caleb Williams. He looks good at USC. He moves. He looks the part. But when I see Caleb Williams, do I think he has a better arm than Bryce Young? I don't. Do I think he's as accurate as Bryce Young? I don't. He's just a little bigger. How can the Raiders be guaranteed that the trade talk is legit after the Super Bowl ends? A handshake? Everyone will want to F over the Raiders, including DC. You got to at least try, Lees. I'm sure there are ways to make sure that once this all goes down, that everything is agreed upon. You know what I mean? There has to be a way, man. This is not the first time, and this is nor the last time that teams have ended up in a situation like my dog Omar. Thank you for $2 super. Wasted. No, I have not. I have not. I gotta fill me in, brother. I have not heard about it, bro. Wasted. Clayton Tune, QB out of Houston. I believe he would go in the fifth round. A lot of upside. And rated 702. That's the kind of quarterback we should be bringing. We should be bringing in a quarterback a year. Until we locate a quarterback, until we come up with our Patrick Mahomes, we should be bringing in a quarterback. Even if we go out and get a CJ Stroud or Will Levis, they should still be bringing in quarterback. I remember what the Washington Redskins did back in the day when they drafted RG3. You know what they did behind that? They drafted Kirk Cousins as well because Kirk Cousins was available. And guess who's still in the league? Kirk Cousins. Straight up. I think it would be the same kind of legal document saying the trade is good. The Raiders are too big of a business to get played out of draft picks. I believe so too, yo. Bro, how do I feel about the extra 16 million in cap space rated John? I feel ecstatic. Because to be quite honest with you, man, look, the one thing we've been doing is drafting bad. And if you look at teams that draft bad, bro, I'll show you a bad football team. Teams that draft well turn they franchise around very, very quickly, and a lot of that's caught up in the locating the quarterback. But when you look at a franchise like the 49ers, look at a franchise like the Bengals, all of them guys that are over there with Cincinnati are guys that they brought in. These are guys that they drafted. From Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase to Joe Mixon to the guys in the second, they drafted these guys. And that's the only way we're gonna turn this shit around here. It's the only way. And guess what? It needs to start turning around next year. Patrick McFive downs. Levis and Richardson have size, arm, durability, and mobility. Yes, they do. But the one thing they don't have is the accuracy. If they don't have it in between their ears, we can't risk bringing them in at number 7. We can't. Now, the only way I do that is if you don't get Brady or Rodgers. If you're trying to sell to me Jimmy Garoppolo, draft a quarterback this year. I'd rather take my chances with a rookie than have Jimmy Garoppolo in my starting quarterback. Late to the show. Hope is all is well. Thank you, man. I get the sense we have some exciting news in the coming weeks. I think we're gonna have some exciting news in the coming days, bro. I really think that by next week, Derek Carr will be gone. Everything that I'm hearing, I think he will be gone because what you got to realize is the Senior Bowl is happening down in Mobile, Alabama. A lot of deals are worked and cut at the Senior Bowl. I think if you're gonna get rid of Derek Carr, we're gonna hear more about him being Senior Bowl. Senior Bowl is coming up right now, and guess what? Patrick Graham is one of the coaches for the Senior Bowl. So I think things are going to get done down very, very soon. If not Caleb Williams next year, we need a young QB this year that can move in the pocket and make plays. Yeah, we do. Thing about it is, look, man, to get Caleb Williams, if we're in a position to get Caleb Williams, then that means that something went horribly wrong next season. And if something goes horribly wrong next season, that means that Josh McDaniels will not be our coach next year. That's what it means to me. Josh McDaniels will not be our coach. And if Josh McDaniels will not be our coach, that means that we got to start all over again. And to be honest with you, man, I can't do it anymore, bro. I can't do it anymore. I just don't understand. Stiddy has everything we're asking for: big arm, legs, time in the system, and he would be much cheaper than any other option. See, Jay Rowe, the problem with Jarrett Stidham is if he was that good, he would have been starting already. He would have started for New England. I like Jarrett Stidham, bro, but I'm not going into the season with Jarrett Stidham as our starting quarterback without him beating somebody out that's formidable. I'm not going to say, yo, we already got Stidham, we good. He hasn't done anything in the National Football League for me to do that. Nothing. I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. The only way I go to the season with Jarrett Stidham is if he beats out somebody that's a formidable player, bro. He comes into camp and beats out a guy that's been a starter in his league. Then I'll be okay with Jarrett Stidham. And he has to play a lot of the preseason for me to make that assertion. Wait, okay, what's going on? Hey, what's Corey Rader talking about? Corey Rader, thank you for pulling up. You were arguing with me in the comment section, bro. Casper, McDaniels and Ziegler never drafted before except last year's draft. You know what? That Corey Rader's not wrong. David Ziegler in New England was in charge of the draft, kinda, but Bill Belichick was the one who was making those picks. And that ain't he's not wrong about that. Corey Rader is not wrong about that. Brave Rader, I think teams are hesitant to trade for Derek because David will be a headache to the new team. He is hurting Derek's stock. David should shut up. Brave, I don't think teams look at it from that perspective. It's very easy to muzzle David. David's not going to be a guy that comes in here and starts talking shit once he gets to a team. It's just that now the gloves are off because he's butthurt about what happened. Trey Romero, that's right. Sanjit is right. It's all over the media. The Raiders are not letting his people seek out a trade, and they're smart doing that. I said this before and again, all of those places. We got over 415 people in the room. Get wasted with your brother wasted. Tell a friend to tell a friend, that like button. The reason why you can't allow Derek Carr to do that is because they'll be behind the scenes working their free agent terms and a free agent destination out for Derek, working on the contract and everything. Nah, hell no. Hell no. They still got his bird right. The problem is not that we draft bad, is that we have new management every other year who has a different philosophy and install their own system. The players we have with their system. Hey, Gonzalez, I agree in certain ways, but I disagree. Like, how would this roster look had the Raiders taken CeeDee Lamb as opposed to Henry Ruggs, the third? How would this roster look if the Raiders, instead of taking Cleveland Farrell, took even, like Dexter Lawrence or fucking Ed Oliver? How would this Raider roster look then? Drafting bad has killed the Raiders, bro. It has. Instead of taking Damon on that, we would have took, a lineman or something like that. Like drafting bad has killed us, bro. Because guess what? Had they drafted better, I guarantee you Mark Davis would have dug his feet in, man. Damn, there's so many people in here, man. Damn. The microphone keeps cutting out. Y'all, you know what? Dog, Guys, I think we gonna have to end this live, man. We gotta end this live, man. I'm so sorry, man. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, man. But I don't know what's going on with my mic, with my computer, or what. This shit is tripping, man. This shit is tripping, bro. This junk is tripping, and it's starting to piss me off. I came back. All right, good. But yo, man, like I said, I understand why they're not doing that. Bruh, kick the old lady of Netflix. Y'all bugging, yo. My mic is working for okay, cool. All right, we back. Shit, man, look. So when we talk about gonna go, all right, I'm gonna read this. When we talk about where DC's gonna go, I think the Carolina Panthers like your life depended on it. Gotta be the Carolina Panthers. Like if you look at it, it's the best case scenario for him. It's not a super cold weather team. They got a young roster. He be the highest paid player in the roster. They have a great defense. They got some young they have a great offensive line. That's the best case scenario. He automatically is the best quarterback. Hey, Wasted, what do you think about if the Raiders keep Carr for one more year if he can't seek out a reasonable trade? It definitely drafted QB early. I think that would be a disservice to this roster because I don't think that this roster is going to get any better with his gargantuan salary on a roster. The reason why you got to get rid of Derek Carr is because you can't have a guy making $40 million on this roster that stinks like that. You just can't. How do we get Trey Lance? The thing about it is that yo, are the 49ers willing to trade Trey Lance for pennies on the dollar? And is Trey Lance even a starting caliber QB? Trey Lance is a bunch of hype. Like even when Trey Lance was in college, bro, he sat out the COVID year. Trey Lance is a bunch of hype. He might not be any fucking good. And it's like, why do I want to trade anything for Trey Lance? He looks the part, looks like Tarzan, but he's probably playing like Jane. He's already damaged goods as a young quarterback. He's a guy who is a running quarterback, so he's more susceptible to injury. I don't know about this whole Trey Lance hype. I think Trey Lance for Kyle Shanahan has more value than other people in the National Football League. Trade up and get Anderson and build around. Imagine what players they could have with all that cash. That'd be nice. Look, Justin Fields, if the Bears keep the number one pick, I like Justin Fields. The Bears ain't getting rid of Justin Fields. They're not getting rid of young Kansas. I think the Bears are going to take Jalen Carter. They're going to stay at number one, or they're going to move down and get some more picks. But they're not going to draft a quarterback at number one. Jimmy G and draft Anthony Richardson. I don't know, man. I'm not a big Jimmy G guy, man. I can see them bringing him in if they bring him in for very cheap. Because I'm one of the guys who was talking about that. But it's got to be very cheap. Tony Romero, the only way we keep cars if he restructures his contract so we can build through the draft, the free agency car, probably won't allow it. What do you I think you're right. And I think that these guys don't believe in him. I think they would rather start Jarrett Stidham than bring Derek Carr. They're not going to bring Derek Carr back. They've embarrassed Derek Carr. He's embarrassed himself. It's just not going to happen. I can't see it. I can't see it, man. Wait. Johnny Luna, you think he trade up to get draft? I don't see him at 7. Yes, I really do. I really believe that if they don't get a veteran quarterback, i.e. Brady or Rodgers, I think the Raiders, if they get anything in the Derek Carr deal, they will be trading up to try to get their quarterback. Whether it's CJ Stroud or whether it's Will Levis, I think they're going to trade up. Now, Anthony Richardson will fall to them at 7. There are stories and reports out that David Ziegler is intrigued by Anthony Richardson. The thing is, how intrigued is he? Is he number 7 pick intrigued or is he second round intrigued? Listen, we all know that there's a premium on quarterbacks. It always is. John Beck, if we don't get Brady or Rodgers, I'd rather draft a QB than deal with veteran reach. And I would too. But I would want them to bring in somebody who has started in this league already. Seriously. With the seventh overall pick, the Raiders select a new mic for wasted. It's not the mic, bro. It's the computer. My computer must be bugging because I left this shit on for like 4 days in a row, and I'm tweaking right now, bro. The Raiders need an O line and a young QB, and we may see the promise of the future. We got to get the right QB. It can't just be any guy. We need to get somebody in here who can match the firepower. I mean, at least go head to head with Herbert and fucking Mahomes, and that's easier said than done, man. But God, yo, I don't. They say it sounds. Listen, Rid of Chaos. When they say that, it sounds like Brady won't be in Miami. The only reason why the Miami Dolphins are putting that out there is because they don't want to get hit for tampering. They got caught tampering trying to get Brady in there before, man. Jalen Hurts is a free athlete who's the closest to him in the upcoming draft. I like somebody and love somebody like that. I think Anthony Richardson is the closest. I think Anthony Richardson is a bigger version of Jalen Hurts. The only difference is Jalen Hurts got a lot of snaps, bro, playing with Lincoln Riley. He got, I think, when Jalen Hurts got benched and he transferred to get away from getting playing behind Tua Tagovailoa, I think that was the best thing to happen. I think that's what made him an NFL quarterback. But yeah, hey, look, man, guys, love all of y'all, man. We 45, we got 400 some people in the room. I hate to leave early. You know, I like to go an hour, but guess what, guys? The mic is not cooperating. The podcasting gods have not shined upon me, and I think I'm gonna cut out for the day. I'll be back tomorrow. I owe y'all that because this has been a terribly sounding live, man. Terribly sounding live. Love all y'all, man. Appreciate all y'all support, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And I'm gonna get on out of here for the night. I think something's telling me I need to get off of here, man. Y'all have a good night, man. God bless all of y'all, man. Love y'all. Peace, man.